Good day, I am zmoT, also known as Tomzy, so many also known as. The list seems to be growing rather than shrinking. Today is War Factory Day. I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to hit War Factory, and then I'm going to come back and hit this cooker. Now, as you know, my account does not have bullets, so we'll be using level 1 scorchers with zookas. It's going to be messy, and I assume I can do 300,000 damage or 400,000 damage, but we'll have to wait and find out. I promise it will be live. I will be chatting during the attack, and hopefully it won't be awful. And I will be boosting for it. I will be hitting War Factory unboosted and then boosting for Operation Hit. Kind of backwards, but whatevs. Let's have a look. So, again, with this layout, thousands of times, so many solos to be had. You can just BART this if you're boosted and have many GBE statues. No laser down here. There's usually a laser down there. That's pretty nice, actually. But they replaced the flamethrowers with lasers back there, which is not nice. The opposite of nice. So, going to clean up some things. Don't care about that rocket launcher. Do care about those three, and those lasers are going to make the double tap attempts a complete pain. And look how much health they have. Wow. That's a lot of health. Okay, so yes, we're going to get rid of the shock launchers as well. We're going to BART out the machine gun. You know what? Let's just do it. That's probably a better way to go about this. Now, where do we go first? I think we do the rocket launcher first out of the rain, and then I'm going to come back down, because otherwise these lasers are going to ruin my face. So I'm going to sit right about there, like just next to that boom, in between the boom cannon and the factory supplies, hopefully. We will have to wait and see. Let's just get crack-a-lackin'. What is that from? I make so many dumb references and I have no idea what they're from. So, hopefully not something ridiculous or terrible. Let's get some gappy smokies. Oh man, gappy smokies. Not gonna gap smoke here. I'm gonna artillery this one. Because double tap, smoke expires, throw the smoke, and now the lasers have lost their delay due to the fact that they have seen the rocket launcher. So we're going to come right down into here to start with, push the button, and now we'll double tap like that. Should be out of the range of the lasers, should be in a wonderful safe little spot. The snuggle spot, as silly Merp likes to call it. Let's go in. Get her done. Get her done. Boom. Good start. Not a bad start at all. Let's get some GBE on top of these machine guns here. Oh, look at that. Oh, almost got lucky on the artillery, but not quite. And down goes the machine. Oh, free GBE, none. I mean, you could probably put Grens over here, but that's just not worth it on this hit. So, pretty good start though. Like that start. Right side started to be cleaned up. Now we got to deal with the left side. Let's have a look. I was going to say go fly a kite, but nope, no flying kites allowed. This is going to be the tricky part. Should we triple tap? We're going to get absolutely wrecked by those lasers. I'm a bit nervous by this point. So first of all, we need to mark these rocket launchers. I think I have to triple tap. There's too many lasers nearby, and they're going to just absolutely ruin my face. So I'm going to flare right back into there. Oh man, I almost lost the delay. I am playing this far too dangerously. Let's go right into there. So far nothing has turned though, so we're in good shape. Flaring the far one. I don't think I have enough for 3 anyways. Let's just tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Come on. Get all 3! Oh, snap! That was awesome. Like, the millisecond before she died, we got all 3. So, again, there's no tricks to that. Just make sure that they're marked so that they're automatically targeted by Everspark, and then just tap as fast as you can. You sometimes tap, you might lose GBE depending on how well that goes, but pretty happy with that, actually. If we would have re-smoked, we would have lost Everspark and the lasers would have just wrecked her. You saw how fast she died to those lasers. So without critters to distract them, you're going to be in a bad spot. Now we've got a pretty good setup here. One shock behind the core. What else should we get rid of? We could get rid of that shock launcher. Sure. Let's just clean things up a touch. Yuck, this is not going to be... Let's just barrage you. Pretty good start though. I'm quite happy about that triple tap. Triple tap with lasers up in her grill. Very up in her grill. Who am I? What am I talking about? Let's go get that shock launcher. You don't need to remove this shock launcher. If you're short on attacks or you screwed up, don't, because you can shock the shock launcher with the machine guns and the flamethrower. Don't worry about it too much. But I figured, what the heck, let's just do it. And then maybe we can even smoke back here and remove these lasers just to be super cautious. I don't know, we'll find out in a bit. You know what, let's do this. I'm going to load some rifles. I'm going to do this the complete safe way. You don't need to do this, but I'm just trying to make it simple. I was going to say dumb it down, but no, let's just make it simple. No need to be dum-dums, and we will find out how this goes. Because, I mean, we should be able to get those lasers. The lasers range those factory supplies. That's all you need to do is figure out an approximate guide. And then we should be in good shape. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to... Let's go with this. Let's drop Everspark right about there. We're going to drop a smoke on top of her. Press the button and then flare that shock launcher. And the reason why we're going to remove this shock launcher is because I want to be able to just remove those back lasers without having to worry or think or do anything terribly difficult. So I guess I might as well double tap just for the sake of it. No, let's save our GBE. What the heck? We'll just do the shock launcher. Down goes the shock launcher. Down goes Everspark. And now we're in a nice, happy little spot. So that's good. I'm going to mark the lasers because lasers are more important than flamethrowers. A little bit anyways. And let's just drop some troops. I don't think anything is going to ruin our day, but no, that laser doesn't range, that doom cannon doesn't range. So now and this is the important thing. Use rifles against cannons and boom cannons. Do not use heavies. They're going to die in one shot anyways, so you might as well add 4 times the shots or 6 times the shots. Or I guess you get 6 heavies or 22. I probably would get 5 heavies or 22 rifles. So please, please do it the smart way. Way too often you see people doing it the wrong way, and it just frustrates me. Sorry, I'm incessantly tapping the what's that thing called? The flare button. So now I'm gonna go right back into here, I suppose. I'm going to let the rifles maybe get shot. No, let's not do that, because the rifles will trigger the lasers, and the lasers will trigger my face, and it will not be a good thing. So there we go. And the reason why we're doing this is just because those lasers are going to be a pain, and if we can remove them, why the heck not? We actually might be able to even get a core on this hit, but let's shock like that. Oops, I need to flare. Let's throw one more shock. There we go. Just trying desperately to get that. Uh-oh. Come on, get the flamethrower now. Get the flamethrower. I should have shocked there probably, but let's not do that. Now, you know what? We can actually make our way to core if we really wanted to. Let's do that. You know what? Let's retreat. I'm going to come back over into here. We'll shock some things and just clean up this whole right side. I was like, if I would have hit core, I would have had one shock and they would have got absolutely wrecked, and then I would have lost all my troops and I would have been sad. So instead, we're just going to clean up this whole left side, and we should be in good shape. I'm going to leave all of the GBE for my next hit, so we can just walk up and collect it and then hit core. Come on, are you serious right now? Get that one. Come on. And you do not need to shock boom cannons whatsoever, but I am just being overly cautious. And now let's just waste some GBE on core. Good times. Nice, easy walk along that right side now. Should be a very straightforward core hit. Only really need 3 shocks, I'm gonna guess. You can, if you include the Doom Cannon. I'm gonna shock the Doom Cannon. Let's have a look here. This is right in my drawing app. I'm sorry, people have been asking me about the drawing app, and I just don't use it terribly often. It takes quite a bit of setup, sadly. So that's the reason for that. Let's have a look. I don't need rifles. Do not use rifles on this hit. Rifles are great when you're not smoking, but when you're smoking, it just complicates things. If you're still learning how to smoke, use 1 troop. I see people using heavy zookas trying to hit operation attacks, and they fail and they wonder why. It's because they walk 2 different speeds. Why would you introduce a second speed is my general thinking. That rocket launcher might melt us a little bit. We'll find out soon. I feel like we're out of range, but that could, maybe you can learn something from my mistake, potentially. We'll find out. Now let's just go. I guess I can probably get, yeah, okay. So once that factory supplies goes down, I'll start smoking. Let's go fly a kite. Okay, let's get over nice and tight to the wall. I'm gonna clear this mine. Probably not a concern, but just overly cautious. Now you don't even need to learn. You don't even need to know how to smoke here. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful war factory. I like this. I mean, for simplicity, obviously it's not a terribly difficult one, but it's kind of neat because it's simple. Lots of people will be able to beat it, and on top of that, there'll be lots of solos. So, kind of neat, kind of interesting. Really depends what you're looking for. Obviously, I still gotta do an operation hit. Oh snap! Let's go into here. We're gonna get that last 1 factory supply crate, and then we'll get a smoke right in there. There we go. I lost my delay with the boom cannon. Not a huge concern whatsoever. Let's get right into there. Double smoke it. Oh, we got tons of GBE. Holy crow. Like, tons of GBE. Shocking there, and lasers! Rocket launcher did not turn. So yeah, I mean, like, pretty easy. Let's do 1 more shock just in case. And down it goes. Very, very simple with lots and lots of GBE left over. And no tribal boosts. We're not using rifles, obviously. And so, easy war factory. You should be able to get that. As long as you have Everspark's universal remote, you should be in good shape for that one. I think that's like XP 37, I think. Now let's get the old-fashioned cooker core hit going. I might as well full boost, I suppose. What the heck? I think we're in double dip territory, aren't we? 24 minutes! Oh crud! See that? How I switched from crap to crud just to be super PC, or super PG or G rated? That was great, hey? Let's go. Core hit on the cookerest cooker that ever cooked. Let's have a look here. Outworks is still up. 11 attacks, 23 minutes. Come on, small 9. Cannon would wreck my scorcher in like 1 shot. I always check to see if these 2 cells right here because I like to flare between them, and I end up screwing up if the cells aren't there. So let's go. Little bit more difficult than hitting this with cooker. Number 1, make sure you flare all the way across. If your zookas get to the flare, you will have a bad time, I promise. You want them to turn towards core when you tell them to, and not a second before. And you see these 2 lines right here? You'll see we're going to cross the first, zookas are going to touch the first line in a second. As soon as they get to that second line, I like to flare right there. We drop the scorcher right away. Very, very important. And then as soon as they get to the yellow line, you drop brick. And then we're going to flare back into here. Oh my gosh, so many things going on. Did we lose the delay? Did anything turn? I'm not sure if it did or not. Oh yeah, we lost our delay. Not a huge deal, but not ideal either. Now we need to shock the scorcher right about there. Move down to here. And the reason why you drop brick late, otherwise brick gets stuck in that 1, 2, 3. Boom. Come on. Come on, brick. Come on, brick. Get it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so, yeah. Not that best. You know what? Let's remove all the zookas just so that people think that we didn't lose any. Look how much health is on that level 1 scorcher. None. Nada. Okay, pretty good. There's 2 hits that I can do basically in my sleep, and that's the cooker core hit and the green court core hit. They're nice, slow, easy hits once you get used to them. They look difficult and hard, but once you get used to them, They are very, very easy. So that's it. If you have any questions about the Cooker core hit, or the Green Court core hit, or about War Factory, or about beer, let me know. That's it, though. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the core hit on Cooker there. And if you're looking for a task force, small 9, do we have space? We have 6 spots. Small 9, doing massive attack, basically acting as a feeder for Triangle 9. We don't really have feeders. It's just kind of like adding mobility to our group. And that's it. That's all. Talk to you soon. Peace.